Quant Crypto Explained, Quant Network Explained, Quant Coin, QNT Cryptocurrency, QNT Crypto. Alright guys, there's been a recent rise of QNT or Quant. They actually jumped to an all-time high, as I said in this recording, almost up to $100. So this is something that we want to look at because I have quite a few people asking me about QNT, about Quant. I really didn't know anything about it. So I just read the white paper and here is my brain dump on you guys of what I think about Quant. I'm not one to waste people's time and I don't want to waste your time. I'm just going to be honest with you. That white paper was like 40 something pages and the amount of pages I understood was somewhere between page 1 and page 15. It was very abstract and it was very complex, which is what I don't like about it, because when something is complex, it feels like someone's trying to pull the wool all over you, which means for me personally, I don't invest in complex things that are hard to understand. So I'm going to talk about what I do understand from the white paper, and if you know more than what I present in this video, then please definitely drop your knowledge in the comments below because it helps me, it helps everybody, and you get the credit for it. Otherwise, if you haven't already, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and now let's jump into Quant. As always, let's do as we always do when we do one of these reviews. Let's talk about the brief overview, or the problem basically. So the current blockchain ecosystem is way too fragmented and it's complex, leaving a lot of silos of progress between blockchains. These variations are a hindrance to enterprises, software architectures, and developers. Blockchains aren't able to exchange information with one another and the off-chain, with off-chain being defined as a non-blockchain system. So basically like our current system. And this lack of interoperability presents business risk. When we develop blockchain applications, our choice of the underlying blockchain technology can't easily be undone, which is why interoperability is huge. Now, Overledger is a new blockchain operating system intending to solve the problem of single ledger dependency by allowing general purpose applications to run on different blockchains. In Quant's terms, a DLT or distributed ledger technology means a database where the records are stored in sequential fashion that is not necessarily grouped into blocks like Bitcoin, but in a continuous ledger spread through a network that spans across multiple locations. Alright, so if that made absolutely no sense to you, then don't worry about it, because I don't think it is something that is easily understandable by the non-technical person, that is the normal person. So really, I think the white paper was just written to confuse everybody, including the software engineer. So let's talk about the Overledger, because that's the main pitch behind Quant. The idea of Overledger is that applications can sit on top of different ledgers at the same time, with the ability to communicate with each other, and that is the competitive advantage. This is the interoperability part, because now a decentralized application can exist in many different blockchains. Well, that's the idea behind it, which means it will speed up adoption of blockchain technology across multiple sectors, across multiple use cases. That is, bring on the mainstream, as enterprises don't have to pick between blockchains if they just use Quant. They say that one of the challenges of today's blockchain technology is that there are so many different blockchains and they're all different and they are all siloed on their own game, on their own progress. They all have different rights and different rules to follow. And as far as blockchain communication, right now there is blockchain communication between two blockchains, and that can happen simultaneously. But the competitive advantage that Quant provides is that they can do communication between multiple blockchains at the same time. That means multiple operations across many different blockchains at the same time. And this is done with their presentation layer, as they call it, that applications will build on top of, that lays on top of all the other blockchains that Quant manages. On top of that, internet scalability has apparently been built into the core of the Overledger protocol and approach. So basically, Overledger binds blockchains and treats them as a decentralized queue of transactions, where messages are attached to transactions and appended on different blockchains. In normal blockchains like Bitcoin, well, it's easy to know that the transactions are all Bitcoin transactions. There can be no other in the blockchain. And you can see this with those warning messages on exchanges when you're sending and receiving crypto. Remember, when you're seeing those messages, those warning messages that says, be sure that you're sending Bitcoin to this Bitcoin address or else you may lose all your crypto. That's why. Because normal blockchains can only accept the tokens that that blockchain is responsible for. With QNT, theoretically, this can't happen because they process transactions from multiple chains. So therefore, QNT or Quant can just be seen as a blockchain containing blocks from different chains. Okay, guys, I just want to take a quick pause to show you how I learned about cryptos. When I didn't know anything about cryptos, I got started with IM Academy. And there are some people that don't like them, but there's a lot of people that like them. And you can see here on my screen that they have hours upon hours of lives. They actually have the instructor come on a live session with you to teach teach you about indicators and how to trade and how to read the markets, what coins to look at, things like that. See that for some of the days, they actually have like 3 hours, which is actually most of the days, of content, of lives with you. And beyond that, if they don't have lives, you can actually go to the instructors and watch their favorite sessions, and you can see that they record their sessions so that you can learn while they're not having a live with you. Then please send me an email at support@coursehack.club, and I'll see you in IM Academy. All right, guys, so let's do a quick due diligence on Quant. So we're at Quant's website, and they have a bunch of world-class partners, one of them being Oracle, and they actually didn't say much about it. They just talk about leveraging Oracle's expertise in product and marketing and their world-class mentoring program and curriculum, and trying to get a hold of their 430,000 customers. So it looks like this is more of a mentoring program more than a partnership to me. In other news, they're also part of Amazon as a partner, but are they really? So Quant has the status of a technology partner as part of Amazon's AWS Partner Network, which is a global partner program. APN Technology Partners offers software solutions that are either hosted or integrated with AWS. This partnership puts Quant closer to achieving our mission and helps AWS deliver flexibility, reliability, and scalability to their clients. Okay, that's a big and umbrella term goal, but I still don't know how you're gonna do that. If you actually look at the website, it's pretty brief. There's really no details on how anything works. There's a lot of business marketing buzzwords that really don't mean anything to me, and you can take a look at the CEO and founder, which is Gilbert Verdian. And what I like to do is I like to check them out on LinkedIn. So if you go over to his LinkedIn, you can see that he has completed a Bachelor of Business degree marketing in e-business at the University of Technology, Sydney, and a Master of Business Administration, majoring in strategic management also at UTS. I don't know how that has anything to do with blockchain or anything, and it looks like his experience seems to resolve around politics. Federal Reserve, European Commission, a lot of forums, a lot of UK standardization. So I feel it's just a lot of politics and manipulation, but that's me. I don't believe or trust politicians. So this is why I don't feel that good about Quant and its partners and the founder. Look, I am all for building standards and building policies for cryptos because I think that will speed up adoption. But when you have the Federal Reserve in your resume, that is not very impressive to me, but that's just me because I am pretty anti-government. Will YouTube shut down this video? Well, we gotta see. But anyways, since the Fed likes to mess with our money, not swearing here, but they like to mess with our money, that is why I don't really trust a lot of people that works for the Feds. So that's where I just stand on that. All right, here's my opinion on Quant. Now, I might offend a bunch of diehard Quant holders, but it's gotta be said. I haven't made it past page 15 on the white paper. Well, I did make it, but past page 15, didn't really understand a thing that I was reading. It was that complicated. So if you know more than I do, please drop it below, your knowledge in the comments below, so you can educate both me and the entire community who are not as smart as you on figuring out what the heck Quant does under the engine. Because the engine I understand is what inside the engine that I don't understand. And my personal rule of investing is if I don't understand it, I am not touching it. So there really isn't a chance for me to put money into Quant. There are other projects like AMP, Theta, Hot, Matic, whose white paper was fairly understandable. But for Quant, I just understood that their technology is, I don't even know if they call themselves a blockchain, because they're also a distributed ledger technology, which is kind of like a blockchain. But according to them, it's different because they connect to all blockchains. So I don't know what you call that. But their main competitive advantage is interoperability. And if you want interoperability, there's a great project called Polkadot, and that is a legit project. However, Quant has been around since July 2018, and it's in rank 71 the last time I checked. So I'm sure that there is some sort of value that I can't see right now, since it reached an all-time high of almost $100. But I also gotta admit that in these environments, there's things that don't make sense, especially that coin called Doge, how it reached the price that it's at. Absolutely makes no sense to me. If you look on CoinGecko, you could see that Quant, it actually fell from the high of, what was the high, $98 to $75. And the reason why it's at that price is because of the supply. It has a smaller supply than Bitcoin, which is why it's priced the way it's priced. But if you look at the start, it's been around here and it's been growing. It hit the high of 98 around here, I believe, and then it just dropped. And I don't know what happened in this area from, let's say, the start of the year to now. Don't know what could have caused that. So if you know, please drop it in the comments below, because that would educate us all. For this project, I'm neutral about it. To be honest, I don't have anything that I like about it. I don't have anything that I hate about it. There must be a reason why it's at the price it's at. I just don't know what it is. It's very hard for me to understand what they're all about because it was so brief, both the white paper and their website. But there has to be a reason why it's ranked at number 76. So just don't know what that reason is. So if you know what that reason is or why it is the price it is at, please let me know in the comments below, because like I said in the start of this video, I'm rather new to Quant, but I wanted to cover it since there's been some asks to cover Quant, so here it is. Other than that, if you've enjoyed this video, then please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, check out these other videos on cryptocurrencies and passive income, and I'll see you next time. Peace!